fine, honey.
How's Ginny?
She's sleeping.
Does she understand what's happened?
We talked about the baby. She knows she's lost it, honey. I'm surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, Steve asked me to come into town and see how his mother was. So I told him I would.
I'm glad you did.
I will be able to tell Steve that Ginny's all right. She's not going to die or anything.
No. Not unless Barrett kills her.
Ginny, about the child that I lost.
Mom, you haven't talked about that in years.
I thought it was necessary today. I just hope it helped a little.
Come in.
Ryan. I'm so sorry about the baby, Ryan.
I appreciate that, Kate.
What can I do for you, Ryan?
I have to see Ginny. Now, I'll do it with or without your permission, but I have to be with her.
What the devil makes you think that Barrett would ever want to kill Ginny?
Because he almost did. He knocked her to the floor.
Rita, honey, now listen. I can understand you being upset about that. It upsets me, too. But that doesn't mean that Barry would ever want to kill Ginny.
Max, he's crazy. There's no telling what he might do.
Now, you hold on. Now, I spend a lot of time with Barry, and he's not crazy. He's a good, level-headed man.
When he's working with the ranch hands, I'm sure he is.
You can judge a man real well by the way he treats his workers and the way he works.
But, honey, that's the point. I have no doubt that he's all right when he's master of the ranch and in control. But you mention Ryan's name to him, and you just see what happens.
Now, you should have known you were headed for trouble when you set up that meeting with Ryan and Ginny.
Oh, Max, I didn't know what else to do.
Well, you could have... Okay. It's done. Now, just forget it and let Barrett and Ginny work out their problems on their own.
That's what Mama says.
Well, Vicky makes a lot of sense. Now, you should listen to her once in a while. Now, look, Ginny and Barrett, they're going to have a real tough time trying to forget about losing the baby. Look, I know how much Barrett wanted that child. That's all he could ever talk about. And we're going to have to help him through this period. I'm really sorry about the baby.
Well, when Ginny's well enough, we'll just have another baby.
Ryan, I do understand how you feel. But now is not the time for you to see her.
She just lost our baby. Now I can't let her deal with that by herself.
She's not dealing with it by herself. Her whole family's trying to help her.
It's not the same thing.
No, it's not. But truthfully, I just don't think Ginny can handle seeing you right now.
Courtney, I think I can help her.
Seeing you will be very hard on her. Can't you wait until she's a little stronger?
Well, how long is there going to be?
Give her a day or so.
I can't bear the thought of her being alone in that hospital room for even an hour, don't you understand?
Well, she's very, very heavily sedated, so she doesn't really know much of what's going on anyway. Please wait.
Barrett is in the hospital now.
Oh, great. I'm sure that's going to be a real big comfort to Ginny, isn't it?
He's suffering, too.
Ryan, he thinks the baby that Ginny lost was his. You saw how he reacted when I told you what happened.
That's strange.
What's that?
Barry was very calm when I talked to him. I had a feeling he hadn't accepted the fact that the baby was gone. You know, everyone reacts differently to grief. It was as if he was trying to pretend that everything was going to be all right.
Has he spent any time with Ginny?
A little.
Maybe she told him that the baby was mine. Is that possible?
No,
No, maybe he guessed. Maybe I gave it away when I heard the news.
Maybe there's something to what Barrett says.
Max!
Oh, I think that having another baby right away would do wonders for both of us. I'm certain of it.
I doubt that Ginny will feel that way.
Oh, I think in time she'll agree with me.
What will you do if she doesn't, Barrett? Hit her again?
Rena, now that isn't called for. I think you should apologize to Barrett for saying so.
I just don't know what's gotten into Rena lately.
Well, she's upset, Barry. Well, she's been up since the crack of dawn, and she's worn out, and she's not thinking straight. I apologize for her.
Oh, that's all right, Max.
Grandma, you know Barrett better than anyone else. What do you think?
Oh, I'm just not sure that I know Barrett anymore. I don't know whether he knows the baby is yours or not. I'm just not sure. But my guess is that he wanted that child so much that he couldn't bear the thought of losing it. Everyone handles grief differently. It's much more difficult for some people than it is for others.
All I care about is making things easier for Ginny.
Ryan, I'll arrange for you to see her tomorrow.
Thanks. I'll wait.
Grandma, how do you think Barrett would react if he knew that the baby was Ryan's?
I don't think there's any reason for him to know now.
But suppose he found out some way. Could he handle it?
Courtney, why are you asking me this?
Well, Ginny called me this morning and asked me to come out to the ranch this afternoon, and I had the feeling that she wanted to talk to me about Barrett. And then everything happened, so of course I really haven't had a chance to ask her.
I just don't know what the problems are between Barrett and Ginny now. I just hope they aren't major ones.
I just had the distinct impression that there's something really wrong.
Barrett and Jeb had a falling out. Maybe that's what she wanted to discuss with you.
Grandma, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on Barrett for the next day or two, and let me know how he behaves.
All right, I will. But I don't think there is really anything to worry about.